Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Common Sense. As you are joining me right now, I want to just give you a couple of minutes. Make sure you share the video so that some people will join us. We are at a very important crossroad right now, and I needed to come up again. We are in this battle to win, and we must win. God is on our side. One with God is majority. David plus God is more than a giant. So I've come with some words of encouragement. I've come with some words of wisdom. Let's speak wisdom into the struggle. I just want to start by telling you something. This wall is like 100%. We can look at it as 100%. But this 100%, in this 100%, is just 1% that rules the world. 1% that rules the world. Economically, militarily, politically, and otherwise. Like in this, our struggle, our leadership anywhere, whether in leadership in every part of the world, whether in Southern Cameroon, is just 1% that rules the world. Then there is 95% who are just followers. They are just followers. Sometimes they don't really know what is going on because they don't have the understanding of the nitty-gritty of things and how things work, how things happen, how things evolve, where things are going. They trust the 1%. They just follow. So I gave you 1% and 95%. Then there is a 4%. These 4% are very enlightened. They know what is going on. They are not just following. They understand how power functions. They understand how leadership operates. They understand the components, the working, the functioning of things. They understand. 4%. Now, this 4% is divided into two. There are those who want to help the 95% to know what the 1% is doing, to know what is happening, how things are going, to advise them, to help them so that their life will be good, so that they take the right direction, so that they take the right decisions, so that they position themselves to have a place in this world, in this society that is created and directed by the 1%. Then there is a 2%. Another there is another part of this 4% that basically works for the 1%. For they understand everything, that the leadership 1% is doing. But instead of helping the people, they side with the 1%. They work for the 1%. They do that which the 1% wants, and because they are just a step into the 1%, sometimes they get advantages. They will have 1% will absorb them. Me, I want to belong. I think I belong to that 4%, but I want to belong to the side which will help the people to know the truth. The truths that are on the line, that are not visible to the eye, but which, if you know, you will position yourself better, you will make better decisions, you will secure your own place in this world that is led by others. And some people are in the world of information, journalism, personal information, but you make a choice for who you want to work for the interest of the 95% or for the interest of the 1%. I want to work for the interest of the 95% because I'm privileged to know, understand, and get some insight that is not common. Therefore, I must share it so that the 95% who are just following will do so and will not be hurt, will not be bruised, will not be cheated, will not be deprived, will not fail. So that's why I have to do this. Yesterday I was on social media. A lot of things were on air. And I saw a lot of things happening. And I have some insight into certain things, how they work and how they should work. And I want to share those ideas with you. If you agree with me that more enlightenment is needed at this time, hit the share button and let other people join us. Now, success, the major component of success is not speed. It's not speed. It's direction. The major component or contributor to success is not speed. It's direction. When you are in the right direction, you can be slow, but you can know that you will make it. But when you are in the wrong direction, you can run and you can increase your speed, but you know what? You are only going to crash. You are only going to get lost. You are going to miss out. So that is why when SCACUF came up, I said something. I said, it is the right step in the right direction. So I don't care what happens after that. I don't care the difficulties, the road bumps, the bumps, and the difficulties that are normally associated with the journey of building and constructing. One thing I know is that that is the right direction. I have been talking about the common platform, the authority, the Southern Cameroon Authority, and I saw it as a first step, a first step towards that direction. And I said that's the right direction. And it is still the right direction. So unity is powerful. Everybody knows that. Even the devil knows that. And he doesn't like it. He fought it from the Garden of Eden. He's still fighting it today in homes, in marriages, in communities. He hates unity. Because united we stand. United we succeed. United, our energies will come together. And we are sure to make it. God bless you for sharing. I want to, on a light note, I just want to congratulate our brothers in Italy and sisters in Italy for what they did. I saw a few images, despite the propaganda campaigns by the colonial governor Paul Biya and his machinery to neutralize our efforts to make his stay in Italy a nightmare. All the people he mobilized and took to Italy, they tried to swallow our effort to discredit his visit. But I also saw some rallies here and there. I just want to give a note while passing that when we organize such strikes or demonstrations, we should carry along slogans and not messages. Sometimes I get tired when I see those rallies. We are talking to ourselves. When you demonstrate, when you go to the public to demonstrate, you are not talking to yourselves. You are talking to the people that you want. You are drawing the attention of people so that they can hear you. You don't go for a public demonstration. You start talking about your problems. You start making long speeches. When you have indoor conventions or conferences, you can talk long, you can make long speeches. When you go out on the street to demonstrate, you are not making speeches. You are passing out your message. And the best way to pass out those messages are through short phrases, mostly phrases that can be repeated in choruses, so that the passerbys, they don't have the patience to stay there and listen to your lecture. They should be able to catch one or two words, grab a picture, and go away and get your message. You know, but when we go there and we start talking about ourselves, talking about what is wrong with Cameroon, giving a lecture to ourselves about the women, how the women have to arise, and the passerbys, they don't know what you are doing. They are not part of your conference. All they want to hear is one word: bring back our internet. No treaty with La République. No treaty with La République. No treaty with La République. Stop the treaty. Stop the treaty. Stop the treaty. So a passerby would hear that, okay, these people have a problem. There is a treaty that they don't want this Italian government to sign with La République. Because first of all, some of them, like in Italy and some other countries, they may not know all your English that you are talking. All they want to hear is your message. You can give your message in one word. That's why Twitter is very effective, because they don't allow for many words. You just say a word or two or three phrases and people understand them. And that's what they will take home. So just to make our demonstrations more effective, that I congratulate the courage, the sacrifice, and all that anyone has put in place. Some have traveled across nations and even continents to make it to Italy. And I'm sure you're going to be there for a while until this man will leave Rome. I don't know whether to his next town in Switzerland. So make sure that our messaging is so summarized, is concise. It is just slogans or short phrases to the point, and repeat them so that anyone who just has 2-3 seconds to pass by you should hear exactly what you are demonstrating for. Okay, let's go back to business. I want to talk about I want to give some wisdom bricks, what I call wisdom bricks, for this united platform that I had started preaching before this happened. I think I have a role to play in this because I started talking about it and then I saw it happening. So I want to give more of my ideas of the vision I think should be adopted for a common platform to be effective and successful. Now, I called it an authority. So the common platform, in my idea, it should be an authority, an authority, because why? It draws its legitimacy from the member organizations that have endorsed it. So if SCACUF is that organization, it draws its legitimacy and its authority from the member organizations, the nationalist movements that have endorsed it and have become members of that common platform. So I want to encourage as many as possible to join that common platform, because we can divide it, we will do little. United, we will do more. But it is not as simple as that, just telling people, let's come and join. We have to build. We have to build the building. We have to put the structures in place so that it is successful. Now, this organization that is basically built by other organizations becomes like a superstructure. This organization is not supposed to be in any form of competition with the member organizations. It's supposed to be like the consortium, Homefront Consortium was when it was created. The member organizations were still existing while the consortium, the common platform, was established. They still had their objectives and other things. But this consortium, Homefront, became a coordinating platform. So let SCACUF be that coordinating platform, which is not going to reduce itself to one of the organizations in the diaspora, but the association of associations of the diaspora. So we have to put it into the structure so that nobody feels threatened that we are united. Unity can threaten some people, just like disunity threaten or appear to threaten anybody or any interest. Know what's going on now? Hello. I was cut off there rudely by the network. Okay. Now where was I? Now the members of this organization should be assured that even with the creation of SCACUF, they will still exist, and SCACUF will not go about establishing state chapters, national chapters. That will mean that the Common Front has come to swallow up every other organization, and those organizations cease to exist. That will mean a lot of demolition and a lot of conflict and a lot of disunity instead. So the Common Front is supposed to serve as an authority platform so that we bring all the member organizations on the same platform, and now we'll be able to examine, put our agenda together. The agenda will be coordinated. The agenda will be coordinated when there's a common platform. How? some of the activities that are carried on by members, by member organizations, the programs, they will present them on this platform, and the platform will be able to examine them, vet them, and then adopt them, and then encourage, help to source the funds for these programs, even so that you see that, so that there's a coordination. If AGC is doing something, and that thing is done through the common platform, it will be properly vetted, approved, and no other organization will be struggling to do that, thereby causing conflict. So there will be unity. And because that program or that particular activity, that particular assignment has been approved by the common platform, now the funds will be sourced both by the common platform and by the member organization to make sure that that assignment is accomplished. So the common platform, the platform, which is an authority body, doesn't need to have branches in various countries. No, all they need to have is a liaison office or a liaison person that will make sure that that person will be doing have a coordination assignment to work with other organizations and report to the International Secretariat of the common platform, that is SCACUF, so that office will be there to work with other organizations, attend their rallies, attend their meetings, attend their programs, attend their conventions, and make sure that there's a proper coordination and proper reporting to the coordinating platform, which is the authority platform of our movement. So I'm saying that if that happens, there shouldn't be SCACUF will not be seen like they have come to swallow other organizations, swallow all the funding, swallow everything, and put an end to all the activities of other organizations. No. A careful and proper coordination will require that, since they are representatives of these organizations that are endorsing SCACUF on one table, every program of the various member organizations will be examined at that level at the common platform, presented, defended, so that once adopted by the common platform will be the whole weight of the platform will be behind that program to make sure that that particular organization will carry on that assignment on behalf of the common platform and report to the platform. So organization will continue to have their treasuries. But here is the thing. It is also true that the common platform may attract more funding than the individual organization because of its stability, because it has a general appeal, and because the people have more confidence because it's kind of representative of everybody. So it may attract more funds into their coffers. So this is what will be good. The platform or the authority platform will now make sure that about 30% or 40% of his resources are dedicated to the programs of other organizations that have been endorsed or approved by the common platform. Now, if one organization has presented a program for self-defense and it is approved by the common platform, that organization can go ahead and do its fundraising. But because more money will seem to be going more to the common platform because of their size. Now, about 40% of their earnings will be used to distribute to those programs carried on by member organizations of these nationalist movements, which are programs that have been approved by the common platform, and then they will now share that 40% to those organizations, so that we are working all together as one. And so then in this platform, we will be able to make use of the expertise of one group, which is different from the other group. We can say, for example, AGC, CYL, you have for a long time you have been thinking about this. You have put a lot of thought and expertise on self-defense. So we are adopting a self-defense program in the common platform. You can go ahead, raise money, but any money we are going to raise, we are also going to come in with the support because part of our budget will be to support the programs that have been approved by our common platform. So that they will be answerable to the group. There will be kind of coordination by the common platform. So SCACUF will be able to coordinate effectively. What I also call the exclusive and the common list. There should be an exclusive list of. There could be an exclusive list of assignments. For example, I keep coming to AGC, which is known for, and SCYL, which is known for advocating self-defense, and they have put a lot of thought to it. Then I talk of SCNC, which has been doing a lot on the diplomatic front for years. They have a lot of correspondences. Then I also think of the Consortium Home Front, which have been handling a lot of humanitarian assignments. So these are different approaches. Okay, what about the legal front? So here is how to divide, how to work together and yet have our components all intact. If, for example, there should be a list that only the central organization of the platform with SCACUF Central, the Secretariat, will handle. That is an exclusive list because we believe that that is core to the whole movement. For example, it can be diplomacy should be handled at the center. Diplomacy should be handled by the central SCACUF Secretariat because everybody is there present, and we don't want to communicate to the nations as different people. We don't want to communicate with confusion. We don't want to relate with them and they don't know who they are talking to. Today they talk with this, tomorrow they talk with this. So diplomacy can be at the level of SCACUF Central. Then legal matters can be at the level of SCACUF Central. But humanitarian can be at the level of any member organization which has already is doing so much already and has an efficient program to reach out to the needs in the home front. SCACUF can adopt that program, encourage that program, and help to raise funds for that program. And then, so we have to choose the particular list of assignment that we call the exclusive list, which only SCACUF Central, this international secretariat, as an authority body in this movement, can handle. Then the other things will be programs and activities that are carried on by this member organization that have been approved and endorsed by the common platform, and now they will run those programs on behalf of the common platform and report accordingly. So this one will be it can also, that one can be a separate list or a common list also, because it doesn't mean that if somebody else is doing something like humanitarian interventions, other organization cannot be intervening. But any organization that is intervening, we have to report to the Secretariat so that we know exactly how much is being done, by who, so that there will be no duplication and no waste involved. So we need to put this structure in such a way that we are united in diversity. We are able to work together and yet also work separately, because there are things that we can only do effectively when we come together, and there are things that we can also do effectively if we allow those who have shown the knowledge, the expertise, and the passion to do it on our behalf. So, but this coordinating organization will be able to coordinate to make sure that there are no wastes, there's no confusion, there is no duplication, there's no infighting. And so that is my take. I want to advise that for this to be effective, let SCACUF go for a one and only one international secretariat, one, and have only liaisons in different nations. One is enough. One, only liaisons in different nations, because they are not there to do the work of the nationalists. They are there to coordinate the work of the nationalists. And so they need to have liaisons in the various of a nation and allow the organization to grow and be strong. As long as they remain, they continue to endorse the common platform and they work under the directions of the platform, that is good news for us. So that is what I call structure and organization, which will avoid conflict, unnecessary competition, fear and suspicion. And someone will be thinking that, hey, if I follow these big guys under this platform, I will not have funds again to do my own thing. We will necessarily start to look for a fight. So SCACUF is coming in to make the difficult things become easy, to encourage those that are doing a good job, so that they will do it with knowing that they have been endorsed. Just for them to go around trying to raise money and say our program is endorsed by SCACUF, it gives them extra authority and power to function. So that is how it is going to be. And then knowing that they are also members of SCACUF and they are backed up by SCACUF, they will do it knowing that they have a sense of accountability, because they will give that report to the central body, which is like the authority body. And we'll be able to, the SCACUF will be able to examine those things and know when the objective is achieved, when we have to change strategy, and which member or who has the expertise within the group that can handle it. They are free to raise the money they want to raise in their meetings, but we, being the powerhouse, and being the bigger organization with a lot of resources and better known by the people involved in the struggle, we will attract more resources. But let them be assured that 40% or some kind of percentage that will be agreed, I'm not dictating here, but some percentage that will be agreed of what is coming into the central body that we all endorse will be carefully, methodically allocated to the movements for their programs that have been endorsed by the authority platform. I think that with proper structuring, because we are already in the right direction, if we address all these things, we are going to enter another realm of speed in our struggle. And the enemy does not like what I'm saying right now, because it's the enemy that was already rejoicing that this kind of news is good, it has failed. No. As I told you again, I will tell you, success in this life, it depends more on direction than on speed. It depends more on direction than speed. Many people have run faster than others, but they ended up in total in a crash, and they were destroyed. Many started with speed, and before, just wait and see. But when you are in the right direction, you may make mistakes, you may not see some things, but you are in the right direction. And if SCACUF is in the right direction, let those people who love the success of our struggle, who want to see us succeed in our restoration, stand behind this initiative and let us put the things that are needed. Let us bring in the wisdom that will help us to build a platform that is not in competition with those that have endorsed it or who are ready to work under it, which will make a plus to their efforts, not a minus. Let us work together and create that platform. It is the right direction. That is the truth. So I came today just to tell you, I've been doing my own talks on the phone, talking with some leaders that care to pick up my call. And I came to share these things because the followers easily get more confused than the leaders. Sometimes the leaders know what is going on better than the followers. But it takes some people who understand what the 1% is doing and help the 95% to be able to position themselves so that we all succeed and we all enjoy the fruit of our struggle. So I want to tell you again that SCACUF is the right step in the right direction. It is not where it is not yet what is supposed to be, but with our effort, with our understanding, we will make it what is supposed to be. There is no going back from unity. For unity is the direction, is the right direction, is the right way to go. But this unity will not be unism. It will not dissolve anything. But it will make sure that those organizations that come under this umbrella too will be prepared that they should become accountable. Because once there is a common platform, accountability becomes a natural thing. Because you cannot come and present your program to the platform and you are not ready to give us a report of what you have done, what you are doing, and where you are. How you use the resources that we are going to give you, and so on. So unity brings accountability. So that is the right direction we should go. SCACUF has... I hear some people were asking some questions about with the legal suits. What do they want to do with the law? How can they use how can they use the courts to bring independence? You know, sometimes some people say those things, but they are just making an argument. You know, in a debate, even the worst topic will have a for and a pro, and those that are for and those who are against. So anybody who wants to talk will have something to say against. Anybody who wants to talk will have something to say for. You say, how can you use the law to get independence? How? Let us not be demagogues. Let us be realistic. Even if we just want to drive in a message to bring confusion, just think twice. This battle has started for a long time. I respect the SCNC because they have handled the diplomatic front at various levels. Go and ask any one of them who is seated, who has been in this struggle, who knows the corridors of the UN. Go and ask him about the need how the law can be used to bring us to independence. Go and ask people like Ambassador Foster. Go and ask people like Goji Dinka. Go and ask people like Justice Ebong. Go and ask people who have fought this for. Ask them separately if you have their numbers. Go and ask them what part can the law play for the restoration of our independence. Don't rely on somebody just because you like his face and his appearance, he's talking to you and you just follow it. The law has a place to do because, first of all, our problem that has kept us in this place now that we are is, first of all, there was a legal blunder. Because the United Nations resolutions are laws. And those laws were not implemented. It takes a lawyer to cause the law to be enforced. There are laws that if they are enforced today, we will come out of this slavery. Okay, now we say we want to fight. We only want to fight. And the law cannot give us independence. Okay, now let me ask you a question. If we can obtain an injunction to stop ELF not to be exploiting our oil, according to the research, we have only 200 million liters of crude remaining in the ground. If we can get an injunction to stop ELF, because La République does not have any title document that shows that Bakassi belongs to them. We have laws, we have documents, we have rulings that confirm that Bakassi belongs to us. So we can stop a company from exploiting oil from our land by an injunction. We need some things to be put in place so that we don't know how long this struggle will go on, we will not lose everything. If there's an injunction that stops ELF not to exploit, and all those that are moving timber from our land, not to do so, and we know them, we know those companies, we can stop them. When we stop them effectively, then the fight can continue so that they don't deplete and take everything away from us because we want to fight. Do you know how long even an armed struggle will take? So will they continue to exploit us and do what they are doing? We need the law to help us now. It may not bring us independence, but we need it now as part of this resistance, and we need it urgently. That is the truth. It may not be convenient for somebody because he doesn't want too much money to go for the law something. But let me tell you, if we are united, we shall raise enough money for every activity that is carried on right now by any member who becomes a member of SCACUF. Any member organization. We shall raise enough money to carry on all the nationalist activities under this common platform if we are united. That is the truth. So don't begin to tell me what the law firm is this, and they say because the law firm here is in America, we need to use local lawyers. Justice Ebongtu was a local lawyer. Magistrate Mbutu was a local lawyer. Let us stop talking things that we don't know. Let me tell you, if we get a law firm in the diaspora, this is the thing. The law firm in the diaspora can do the job of a lobby. First of all, they know how to penetrate the corridors of power in order to get things done. But our own lawyers, some of them in diaspora, we have to work together as a team, as members of the SCACUF, who will be assigned to work with those lawyers so that we can feed them with enough information and so that they can use their expertise and their understanding of the corridors to take our case even deeper into the places where decisions are made. That is what we are supposed to do. There's nobody who has fought this fight in the past, who has gone right to the level of the United Nations, who did not come to the conclusion that we needed lawyers. We needed lawyers, not just any lawyers, but lawyers of international rep, people who have the influence to get what they want when they get inside there. We need them. There is even a dimension of thought that says that if we can take the British to court based on what they did and what they did not do and what they have to do, the court can force them to do what they have to do in Southern Cameroons. Because the resolution that they were supposed to implement, 1608, they did not implement it. They were not part of the process. And so it was not implemented. That's an incomplete assignment. Can the law not oblige somebody to complete an assignment that he was supposed to complete that he did not complete? So the law is a component. For you to dismiss the law and say, no, people are hungry. Why are we talking about that? People are hungry. This is a comprehensive package. Don't privilege one because that is where your concern is. That's where your expertise is. That's where you raise money. That's where you expect to raise money. No. It's a comprehensive package. A lot of things have to be done and put in place for us to get our victory. None is less than the other. But with proper coordination, we are going to bring all our programs on the same table without fear. And then we prioritize. And as we raise the funds, we also use them according to the need. And without any fear that the common platform is not coming to eclipse anybody or to suppress anyone or to swallow others. We need to come out of that. And the only way we can come out of that is to put a structure that respects the member organizations of this common platform. So, as I will come back to my initial analogy that I was giving you about percentages. Sometimes we, the 4%, when we talk about the issues, sometimes you don't know from where we are talking from. Whether we are talking in support of the 1%, because we don't want 95% to know what is going on, or we are actually talking for the interest of the 95% that is looking up to us. Because 4% are very enlightened. They know what is happening in leadership. They know what is needed. But instead of telling the 95% who are followers, who are full of zeal following, telling them the truth, we try to skew it up so that we want to stay. We don't want them to know, because the 1% don't always like the 95% to know all that they are doing. That's the life, how it is in life, my brother, my sister. That's how it is. The 1% in this world that rules the world, they don't really like a 95% that knows everything they are doing. But this 4% that knows everything, some decide to stay quiet. Some decide to speak a language that will only favor the 1%. But I came to tell you that if you position yourself by the things I'm saying right now, we will not follow these people and make a mistake. Some of us are in a position where we can tell them that I heard common sense say something like this. Please, let us do it this way. And they will follow you. Democracy is the power of numbers. A silent majority is useless. A vocal minority is more powerful than a silent majority. So open your mouth and talk. They will follow you. We have to work together. Give to SCACUF. Also give to the organizations for the programs that they have presented that you know. But sooner or later, not too far from now, that common platform shall be established. And it is for coordination. It is for coordination. And to handle the things that separate organizations cannot really handle. Diplomacy, for example, cannot be handled by every organization. Every single organization, it has to be handled by a common front. So that will be an exclusive assignment to the Secretariat of SCACUF, the common front. The legal matters, in order for them because they represent the general interests of the movement, they should be handled by SCACUF. So, well, I don't know how much again I can say. But I want to thank God for you for taking your time to listen to me. If you like the things you have heard right now as you are listening to me, hit the share button, share this message so that it will go as far as possible. There are some people in the 95% who are following who don't know what is going on. And these people are subject to manipulations so that they will understand that we are in the right direction, so that they will be patient, so that they will continue to give. SCACUF put up the account. I don't have time to put it here all now, but I can encourage you that give money to that account. Whatever you think is needful shall be put in place. I can assure you that shall be put in place. This structure, I'm telling you like that. I've discussed it with leadership on top, and it shall be put in place. So I want to tell you that just stay put. This is the right direction you are in. Success is a matter of your direction and not necessarily your speed. So I know that we are bound to succeed. We are condemned to succeed in this struggle. So I want to acknowledge you again and say, God bless you, God bless you. Share the video. God bless the Southern Cameroons. I can't give you the account, but make sure you go to SCACUF. It is all over the internet right now. SCACUF webpage, you will find the account there. Give, and give. God will bless this struggle. Bye-bye.